Good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
So we will continue the revision of the sample question paper, and it is part 4, and we were discussing about the section C questions. Okay, that and you know that section C belongs to the short answer. Every question is for 3 marks. Internal choices will be there within the question, but as a whole paper is compulsory to be attempted by you. Okay, here we are discussing, because at the last moment we have to discuss, we have to explain. I want the answer from your side. You can also participate if I will ask the question that what comes in your mind regarding one particular question. So when I will ask you, then you have to speak in such a manner so that it can be audible. Okay, because right now you know that I am making the video also. So as far as the 3 marks question, the another question, and it is very good question. Remember, these are the sample question paper where you are doing the practice. The number of question, what type of question can be asked, how a question can be asked, what you have studied from the books, okay, and how it has asked for the various category of questions. Okay, that's why it is a practice of sample question paper, and it is mandatory that whatever homework I am giving you, please go through with the homework as far as the practice purpose. Not only to get the attendance, no, it is for your practice, that how much time you are giving for solving one question, because for 3 hours question paper the writing speed is also matters. Getting my point? But this time whatever we are giving you in the form of homework, in form of practice, you have to follow. That's it. Okay? So the next question from section C is for 3 marks. Describe the importance. Describe the importance of judicious use of resources. What is the question? Your question is describe the importance of judicious use of resources. Okay, beta? And it is for how many marks? 3 marks. As far as the 3 marks questions belong to, remember, either it has given to you, give any 3 importance, or not given to you. You have to come up at least 3 different importance with a 3 different heading, and then you have to explain them. So here the question is, you have to describe the importance of the judicious use of resources. You know the importance of the resources which are available in your surrounding. Either they are natural resources or they are man-made resources. But here for 10th class question, that you have to give the importance of not only the resources but their judicious uses of resources. The word judicious is involved here. When the word judicious is involved here, it becomes a different question. It is not a simple question as you dealt with resources, how many types of resources, what is the significance of the resources for up to the 8th class. No, it is little bit of different. But you have studied basically from the geography first chapter and economics chapter also. They both are about the resources and their uses. So here I want the 3 different headings for the same question, which reflect that you are giving the importance of judicious uses of resources. Can anybody tell me what do you understand by the term judicious uses of resources? Only then you will be able to give the answer. What is all about judicious uses of or use of resources? What is the meaning of judicious uses of resources? Yes?
मैम, to use resources properly, मतलब
Yeah.
कि आगे की जनरेशन
Speak in English. That the judicious uses of resources, that where we use the resources and we use the resources to satisfy our needs, and we also keep the fact in our mind that we have to preserve the same resources for upcoming generation. It means sustainable development. You have studied it in your book. Sit down. Okay. The first heading which will come out, that the importance of the judicious uses of resources are following. First is Judicious uses of resources. You are taking for that word it. It promotes the sustainable development. Yes or no? Sustainable development. Yes. Is it okay? It will be the first head. That when we use the resources in a judicious manner, the first heading is it supports the sustainable development. Now you have to explain how the judicious uses of resources supports the sustainable strategy in the country or in any country. How? Good.
Judicious use means securing the resources as well as using them carefully,
Yeah.
and it is the same in the meaning of sustainable development.
Yeah.
In sustainable development, the resources are used carefully and secured for the future generation.
Yes. And it is all about that all around the developed nation, they are following the planning of and the strategy of the judicious uses of resources under the sustainable development. Although in India it is not implemented, but we can take an initiative that where we have to use the resources and we have to use just to satisfy our need and preserve them for upcoming generation. It means that we are judicially using the resources. Very good. Sit down. Okay. What can be the next heading for the same question? 3 different headings with their authentic explanation is required to get marks. Now, Priyanshu, can you come up with another heading? You have to describe the importance of judicious use of resources. Why it is necessary? Because it provides the sustainable. It promotes the sustainable development. Its first importance. Second, what can be the another importance of judicious use of resources?
It also promotes, like in some places, due to physical factors.
What do you want to say? When we use the resources in a judicious manner, what it promotes?
Overall development.
Oh, good. Very good. Sit down. It promotes the overall development. It promotes judicious uses of resources promotes overall development of the nation. Explanation how?
Ma'am, due to the physical factors, there are some places in which the resources are not provided properly.
Yeah.
So,
For example.
like hilly areas, no transportation facilities.
Okay.
So the government should secure some resources.
And also allow the strategy and the planning that they can be used judicially. They cannot be overused. Okay. And at the same time, when we are saying that it promotes the judicious uses of resources is important because it promotes overall development of the nation. The overall means that you can take so many examples. You can take the example that flora and fauna. Okay, when we use them, okay, just to satisfy the need, then we can also preserve them for the future generation. As if just because of the industrialization, the cutting of forest is a common phenomenon. Okay, and we know that as far as the primary sector, we need the plants or the tree. So how the judicious use of resources is important. That if we use the resources like the flora or the fauna, we can plant the tree. One side they are cutting the tree and we are planting the tree also. So we can maintain the ecological balance. Also, we can maintain our primary sector also, which is the backbone of secondary and tertiary sector. Getting my point? And you know that how the trees is important. Not only that they provide the oxygen, but they also the basic raw material for the paper industry. Okay, in this manner, for overall development, that if we take that ecological balance, it is important when we use judicially the We can take the example of tree. That tree is also important. That overall development just about the economic balance. Economic balance, that we cannot avoid the factor that we need the industrialization in our country to provide the employment. So when we use it in a judicial manner, the tree, then they also preserve, they also become the backbone for the primary sector, and we know that primary sector is foundation of the secondary and tertiary sector. So country's overall development is related to the money. You cannot survive without economy. The country cannot survive with a good economy, the good GDP. So country's overall development is directly depend on the judicious use of resources. That's why it promotes the overall development, and it is the second, or you can take it as a first greatest importance of judiciary uses of resources. Okay, very good. Now the third heading, what we can use. Matlab, it is not only that you will give only the heading, you need to explain them also. Explanation is up to the 80 marks. It is also required. Not only that, and remember, if you have given the different heading and you have explained a different thing, there is no match, so your marks will be deducted. You should be quite sure that what you are selecting for a heading and how the same heading you have to explain with example. Okay, now what can be the third? Yes, sit down.
When it promotes the development of peasants and farmers.
That is all over. Overall development, that they are the agriculturists. So if we are talking about that, you can involve the example that peasant and farmer, the agricultural sector, primary sector, and the people who engage in the agriculture in the overall development. Yes. This is not the different. Yes. Sit down.
It also satisfies the need of only one individual. इसमें nation का category.
Yeah, it will.
हम individual के वो भी वो करता है satisfy.
How?
Then like हमें कोई spice चाहिए.
Speak in English.
Then if we want to try some spice, हम पूरे ओवरऑल कंट्री में वो हो जाता है ना, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं अगर हम एक जगह ज़्यादा यूज नहीं कर रहे उसे.
Sit down. I couldn't understand what you want to say. And there are different headings that describe the importance of judicious use of resources. The first important, it promotes the sustainable development. And second, the judicious use of resources promotes the overall development of a country, either economic sphere, or you are taking as an example of per human being, per capita income you are talking about. It can be for the business people who are involved in the secondary sector. It can be the people who are involved in the primary sector, agriculturist also. So now what can be the third different heading? Yes.
When we promote the public facility to save.
It is just like a definition of resources. Judicious, you have to keep this thing. That you have to give the definition of judicious here, because nobody is doing this. If we talk about, we are just consuming the resources. We are not keeping the fact in our mind that we have to preserve. We have to just only satisfy our need. We are just using it as they are costless. They are the free gift. So why shouldn't we worry? We are not responsible. We are only responsible to take the advantage. We are not responsible to produce them more so that upcoming generation. Sorry, nobody is thinking about it. So what you are giving, it is not the right third importance for the question. Yes, what you want to say? Yes.
It avoids the resources to be in wrong hands.
Yeah. What?
किसी गलत आदमी पे नहीं आए.
No. Yes.
It increases the economy level of a state, of a country. Like we.
That involves my son. It promotes the overall development. वो उसी में है. Economically development also come under overall development. Sit down. 1 million. I found it. Yes.
It improves the life of an individual.
preserve the cultural heritage of a nation, or it preserve the cultural heritage of nation, and it also preserve the resources which are on the edge of extinction. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. You can take more better the third, that it third importance for judicially uses of resources is it preserves the resources which are on the edge of extinction. Yes or no? Definitely. As you can take the example of flora and fauna. There are so many animals and birds tribe which are totally extinct from India also, even from your own Uttarakhand. The variety of tiger, okay? We are not having their new generation because they have just extinct. And if our earlier generation, past generation had ever thought about the sustainable development, so I think so much of flora and fauna can be preserved, and we also in our future generation can be also blessed with the variety of cultural heritage or the variety of wildlife. Okay, so this will be the third. So why there is a need to understand that what is the question all about? You have read all the chapters, some of have seen the videos, some have very updated to do the homework. Okay, at a proper time to get the attendance. But again, when I ask a simple question, you are giving the answer which is not relevant for this question. So sorry that it is not necessary that what you know. What is meaningful, that how much you exactly know which has asked you. Okay, that you will write anything just because that you know the resources. No, they have given you the question, beta, that give the importance of not only resources. It is a 5th class standard question. Everybody knows. Even students know that what is the importance of man-made resources and what is the importance of natural resources. Here they are giving for 10th class, and you are having the whole chapter, okay, that you have to give any 3 importance of judicious use of resources with 3 different aspects with their relevant explanation. Sorry, anything cannot be welcomed which is not relevant to the question. Understood? Yes. That's why it is a great significance that we have to go through with the last 5 years sample question paper. Although this year the pattern has been changed, you will not find the 20 marks objective question in the last 5 years question paper, but at least you will be having 3 marks and 5 marks question because the chapters are same. Okay, that is my job, that I will pick out because so much of syllabus is already deducted. But okay, so there is a need, always there is a need. Revision is very much necessary. Okay, and the reading of books we cannot avoid. One who is reading, they know exactly. One who is just not reading, oh sorry, then you will pass your classes. Okay, now next question which is in the same section and it is in option. Either you have to attempt this question or the next is describe the different steps of resource planning. You have to describe the different steps which involved in the resource planning. It is also from geography. And this answer is having the diagram also, diagrammatic representation, where you will be only 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, tick tick tick, you know the concept, and then you attract it with the help of pen. You have in one side the resource planning structure, and then you are writing the 3 different stages, then you are explaining them. Now the question which is in option, describe the different steps, of resource planning. Now, who have remembered? This is a simple question which has been taken from the NCERT. No changing of word, no tricky manner they have asked, just as it is they have asked from your NCERT, that where you have to go through in a slight, straight manner they have asked you. Describe the different steps of resource planning. First of all, you have to give a little bit of definition what is all about resource planning. After the definition, you have to write down what are the steps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, understood? Then explanation. Yes. Can anybody tell me what is resource planning?
In resource planning, we take a particular resource and in a particular area we measure we measure and calculate the quantity and
Quality. Shabash. You have remembered. Very good. A particular resource in an area. We do first step. Very good. Sit down. Good. First of all, in examination you have to know what is all about resource planning. 1.5 line. Okay. If you remember, and if you don't remember, just go through with the answer. Resource planning is the process where you see the availability of resources in a particular area. There you do the quantitative and qualitative survey. Then you do in the second stage you involve that how you can modify that particular, what can be the steps where you can use these resources in an authentic manner, so much of transformation. And the third, you match the resource with the overall development of resources of country. These are the 3 different stages. First, you will give the definition of resource planning. The first step is involve that quantitative and qualitative survey of a resource. You visit a place, particular place where you want to survey that what particular resource is available. Okay, what is its quality? You check the quality also. That how much it is quality wise. As you can take the example of tulsi plant. It is a medicinal plant. You know, it is having its another scientific quality. Can anybody tell me? Tulsi plant. One, it is medicinal plant. We use in cough. We make a different sort of syrup during the cold and cough. Okay. It is also very authentic as far as cultural heritage belong to. We worship it because another aspect. Now another importance of tulsi plant is scientific. Tulsi plant is the only second plant which release oxygen day and night. That's why in every house of maximum houses of India we used to plant tulsi. Scientific approach. There is a scientific advantage also of tulsi plant. This is the only plant that which release oxygen not only daytime but at night also. Okay. So first of all, the steps which involved in resource planning that we do, we go through with the quantitative and qualitative survey of a particular resource, okay, in a particular area. Now, how you explain? We go through the particular area, then we check that in which amount the resource is available, their percentage, okay, and then the quality also. Not only the percentage, the number of resource plus their quality also we check. Then the second, I am giving it in short. You are having the exact answer, same thing in explained manner in your NCERT. In second stage, what you used to do?
Manufacturing.
Yeah.
Manufacture.
Yeah, manufacturing you can say, but here you can say that give your own word, transformation of resources with the help of technology. ठीक है, with the help of, that is also known as a manufacturing, with the help of technology, advanced technology, whatever is available in your own country. Okay, as we are how much we have developed in technology wise, we use this thing to take output, so much of output from one particular resource. Okay, second stage involves technology, it means manufacturing. Okay, now through the various tools, machines, we use the primary resource to make the various products. You can take the example also, you can take the example of tree, that in a primary sector you go there, visit a place, you cut down the trees, okay, then you chop the wood, and then in the secondary stage you transform this wood through the various help of various types of machine tools in a factory, then you make various products, paper, and what are the products which we use to get from the wood? Furniture, paper, so many things in a different manner you come up with the products. Now the third is match the resource products, matching the resource products with countries overall development table, or index. Then you match that how much in an authentic manner, in developing manner you have come up with the products of the particular resource, and then you match these output with the country's overall resource development index. These are the steps which involves in the resource plan. It involves so much of advanced technique, and there are different sort of the people who are skilled in their work.
सेकेंड पॉइंट में आपने ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ रिसोर्स लिखा है, तो मैम
हाँ, इसका जो रॉ मटेरियल है,
तो रॉ मटेरियल निकाला थोड़ी ना हम,
इसमें
सर्वे हुआ ना फर्स्ट में।
हाँ, पर सेकंड स्टेप में वो भी तो करेंगे, जब उसको निकलेगा, सर्वे निकलेगा, सर्वे निकालेंगे दैट हाउ मच इज रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल, ठीक है, उसमें उसकी क्वांटिटी और उसकी क्वालिटी। देन सेकेंडरी स्टेज में जो रॉ मटेरियल है अवेलेबल उसको ट्रांसफर भी तो करेंगे।
फर्स्ट में थोड़ी है।
तो हाँ, तो मैंने एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया, पर उसको करना है क्योंकि सिर्फ गिन के और उसकी क्वालिटी, दैट दे आर चेकिंग इन लैब दैट हाउ मच क्वालिटी ऑफ द सैंडलवुड इज गुड, ओके, वैरायटी ऑफ इन देयर फ्रेग्रेंस, in their texture, they are doing all these things in the lab. Okay, then at a second stage they will transform that sandalwood into lots of cosmetic things. ठीक है, I haven't explained, but it will be done after this process where they will check the quantity and the quality. आप उसकी quality check करोगे, when you check the quality of a resource, how would you check? With the help of lab. तो आप check जब why you are checking the quality of resource? Because you want to make certain products in the second step. ठीक है, second उसमें वो भी ultimately they have to make a resource products. तभी अगर if there will be no transformation of the raw material in that second stage, then how you will compare it overall country index?
सेकंड स्टेप ये भी तो हो सकता है।
हाँ, बोलो,
ये मतलब
most welcome.
कि पहले हम उसमें देखेंगे ना कि कॉस्ट
Speak in English.
हाउ मच कॉस्ट इज,
हाँ, everything will be there. Cost और
हम इन्वायरमेंट इको फ्रेंडली अगर मैम हमें पेट्रोलियम या यूरेनियम निकालना है,
okay,
तो अगर वहाँ पे कल्टीवेशन पहले से हो रखा होगा,
okay.
कुछ बायो वो बन रखे हो, तब नहीं कर सकते हैं ना।
हाँ, that's okay. The cost, everything will be there. Quality, and you know, when we are doing all these things, it requires cost. Definitely, you are doing survey. The survey is a matter of that we need the people, we need the team, vehicles to go there. The cost is everywhere. Cost involves in everywhere. In every step, government do the survey, okay, big you can say thermal power plant or ONGC, there are the teams where the government spend money. Every step involve cost of money. We cannot do these, even when we are checking their quantitative and the qualitative, especially qualitative. I will talk about the lab. To keep a lab is also a matter of money and cost. Everything will be involved here. What the heck? Okay. Next question. It is good question, and we have explained. Sit down. We have explained the chapter so vast in the offline classes. Okay. One who has present, they know exactly what is all about geography. This question belongs to geography, and the question is, and who has listened also. Just it is not sufficient to come in school daily and not participate in the way-to-way communication. Second, another question is efficient means of transport. Efficient, which are capable. Efficient means of transport are essential for fast development of the country. Efficient, it is for also 3 marks. Efficient, yes, 3 marks. Efficient means of transport. Efficient means of transport. Efficient means of transport are essential for fast development of a country. Okay, and support the statement with examples. Support the statement with examples. Okay, this is for 3 months. Efficient means of transport are essential for fast development of a country. How many of you are agree with it?
Efficient means
Efficient, teacher. Efficient, पर्याप्त. Efficient, yeah, it is efficient. Sufficient, हाँ, ठीक है, efficient. That efficient means of transport are essential for fast development of a country. This is the statement. Support the statement with examples. If they are saying they support the statement, it means it is authentic. No need to be disagree with the statement. And it is purely agreeable that really in a nation the fast means of transportation helps in trade. We have discussed it a lot in the geography second last chapter, the lifelines of national economy, I think.
yes, ma'am.
So deeply we have done the map also, different sort of map. Now 3 marks question, huh? Remember, it means you have to come up with the answer with 3 different means of transportation and their significance also, how they are really significant for fast development of a nation. But please, it should be in Hindi, in English, because Hindi I will not welcome. In Hindi you are not supposed to write in SST. Yes, this is not a Hindi lecture. Yes.
When transport helps to carry one goods or resource to one place to another.
Okay.
When
It is a simple introduction.
and this helps in improving the speed of manufacturing or developing the resource to good finished good.
Now it is all about the introduction. Now 3 different means of transportation with that how they are playing a significant role in countries' development. Yes. First,
Air
what you will-
transport.
air transport. Yes. Explain.
And it helps to flourish the trade with one country to another.
International trade flourished with the help of air transport. Then you have to come up with the example also. Some air ways. You have to give the name of some airways which are internationally so significant for India's international trade. It is not sufficient answer as for 10th class. But it's good that you are trying. Yes? Yes?
In transportation, we make 3 columns for
Yes.
and on features. मतलब हम in roadways.
You have to speak exactly what you want to write in the examination paper.
And roadways
Okay, you are taking the first roadways. Okay, then
points
you have to write down. Speak.
low maintenance cost. Overall development.
No, sorry. You are giving the features. That why we support the roadways. That it is low cost. No, here we are, it is not asked in the question. Sorry. It is not. We are not asking the features. We are not saying that why roadways is better than other means of transportation. It is not like so. It is a different thing. You have to give the advantage of the well-developed, efficient means of transportation. Why I am saying that better come up with the 3 different means of transportation so that it will be easy to you. That there will be a certain set way of answering for 3 marks question. Although there are more than 3 means of transportation: roadways, railways, airways, waterways. You know. But I am talking about come up with the 3. You are giving me features. Features is not asked in the question. Okay, we will continue the same question tomorrow. Okay, and please, whatever homework is given to you on Monday,